Hey guys, today I'm gonna take a look at a very cheap 4K action camera. This is the Muson MC2. I'm pretty sure I said the name wrong, but whatever. The sports cam currently costs just around 65 or 66 US dollars on Amazon, and today I'm gonna find out whether or not this is a cam you should consider purchasing. I will take this one out for a ride with my bike. First off, what surprised me at that price point is that we're getting this nice carrying case, and inside of it is the camera itself and tons of accessories. Quite impressive, right? When taking a look at the camera, I immediately noticed the extreme similarities with the Vixing sports cam I've reviewed last year. So obviously these cheap Chinese action cams use the same body, no big deal actually. The internals differ as I found out, however. The build quality is pretty good and the surface is rubberized. In terms of specs, this MC2 is capable of recording in 4K at 25 FPS, as well as 1080p at either 60 or 30 FPS, and can take photos with a resolution of up to 12 megapixels. All in all, pretty decent specs. In the whole bundle are two rechargeable 1050 mAh batteries. You record 40 to 90 minutes with one, depending on the resolution. The screen is very low res and the viewing angles aren't the greatest either. Also, when outside in the sun, I had difficulties making out anything on the display. Switching between different modes and navigation is all handled by the power/multifunction and shutter buttons. So you can imagine it's a bit tedious getting around in the menus, but after a while I got the hang of it. Now the amount of included accessories is insane at this price. We're getting the waterproof housing, handlebar, pole mount, lots and lots of different mounts, clip strips, tethers, and so on, even including a charger. Quite nice is the fact that there's even this remote with buttons to take pictures and to start or stop recordings. This can also be done with the smartphone app via Wi-Fi, but why? No need to. So I'll be taking a ride with my bicycle. However, I'll mount the camera to the handlebar since I don't own a helmet. The waterproof housing is well made and so are the mounts. Despite lots of vibration on my bike ride, the mounts did not move, so that's great. The rubber really does wonders, and the type of plastic used here isn't as stiff as it was the case with the Vixing sports cam. Therefore, I could simply focus on my ride and not so much on the camera. Also, I was also sent this Soundpeats D3 earpiece. This is a Bluetooth earphone for one ear. It connects without any problems and costs just about $16. The quality, not so good it turns out. I'm sorry, but it really doesn't sound good at all. It's only okay for calls, not more. But let's take a look at the footage I recorded with the Muson action cam, shall we? So the footage did turn out surprisingly well. Sure, top-notch quality looks different, but come on, for $65 a very good result indeed. However, for being an action sports cam, it makes very little sense recording in 4K with a fairly low frame rate of 25 FPS. You after all want to see all the action that's going on, and therefore the 1080p 60 FPS recording mode is what I'd recommend going for. 4K looks good in terms of image quality, but the video does look a bit choppy. The way this cheap cam handles exposure is very impressive, I honestly gotta say. The captured photos do look okay, but its strength more or less is video.
How about now?
Unfortunately, the microphone had trouble picking up my voice, but then again, the cam was in the waterproof housing and riding the bike with all that vibration does produce some noise. So priced at just $65, this has to be one of the best cheap GoPro alternatives on the market right now. Sure, it may not match the GoPro quality-wise, but it's a very good cheaper solution with all accessories already included. Which is why I can definitely recommend this Muson 4K action camera. It sure does deserve my gold award. And as always, thanks for watching.